In this video, I'll be showing you how to get started with Revit Structure. This is for complete beginner. Let's assume that you have never used Revit Structure before. So all you need to do to launch your Revit application is to double click on the application icon on your desktop, or you can also right click on it and it will show you open. You click open and boom, your application will be launched like this. So once your application launched like this and you want to open a new project, you will go towards the left hand side like this and you will see under models, you see open, you see new. This open is assuming that you want to open an existing project. Let's assume that you have not created any project before, so there is nothing to open. You are just starting. So all you do is click on new and it will take you to this dialog box. You are going to click on browse, then it should take you to this template. If it does not take you to this template, you click on the drop down like this and you see that there is a hierarchy here. This one will show the version of Revit you are using. You see Autodesk Revit, this is the version you are using. So if you do not see any of those templates, click on the version. Then inside the version like this, you should see a folder that is called templates. So double click to open the template. And if you open the template, you also see other folder inside it. So inside those folders, check them one by one. For example, in my own version of Revit, now you can see Chinese. I can open this Chinese. You see there are templates here, but let me go back. I don't want to use Chinese. There is French. Okay, you can pick from here if you want, but what I want to use is English. Me, I prefer to use English. So I'm going to double click to open this English. And once you open this English, the next time you want to open new Revit project, it will take you to this same folder, which is English direct. So that was why it directed me to here that time. Okay, so inside this folder, you are going to look for anyone that bear structure. For example, these ones are bearing electrical default metric, but for you that you are going to use Revit Structure now, the one you are going to open should be bearing Revit Structure. For example, this one is bearing structural analysis. So we can pick any of these structural templates. Let me pick this first one and click open here. Then click OK. Okay, so this is the template. This template is specifically for structural engineers. Okay, so this particular menu you are seeing is called project browser, and this project browser, you can move it and dock it to any position of your choice. So by the time you open your own now, you'll be surprised how my own is at the right and your own is not at the right. So that is why I want to show you how I brought my own to the right hand side. So all you need to do is to press your mouse, to press the left part of your mouse on this side that is gray. You press it, you'll be able to move it around, and as you are moving it around, it will get to some places where it will be showing sky blue like this, and that means at this point that is showing sky blue, meaning you can place it there if you want to. But by default, the way Revit came, it is under the property palette like this, somewhere here. So let's wait until you show sky blue like this under the property palette. Then if it is here you want to drop it, release your mouse and boom, it will be dropped under the property palette. This particular one, this one is called property palette. You will see that at the top of it, you see properties are written on it. Okay, so but if you prefer the way my own interface looks like and you want to dock your project browser to the right like my own, all you need to do is to use your mouse. You press this gray part, preferably you can press on this project and you will drag it. You will press your mouse down and you just be moving it towards the bottom right like this until it shows sky blue like my own before. Okay, now you see it now. Okay, so as it shows like this, once you release your mouse now, it will be placed at the right. So that was the way I dock my own to the right hand side. So the next thing I want to show you is that if peradventure in the process of working I mistakenly, you see this X that is closed. If you click on this X now, you have closed the project browser. And if you click on this X again, this one on the left, you have closed the property palette. So these are one of the issues that most new users always face. And at this point, some of them will be confused. They don't know what else to do again. So if it happens like this, what you do is simply come to an empty space like this, right click, then you will see this one, then just follow, you see properties, click on it. It will bring it back to the original position. Okay, now we are left with project browser. Right click again and see browser, follow it and click on project browser. Now it will bring it back to the original position. Another thing I want to show you in this class is that if you look at your interface, your Revit user interface, what we call this is Revit user interface. So it is important that you know it very well. If you look at the starting from the top here, this one where you have save, you have text. This one is called quick access toolbar. For some people, you may not see this, but in the course of this training, I will show you how you can bring it up in case it's not there. Okay, then after that, you see these ones that architecture, you see structure, you see steel, precast, system. All these are called tab, and each of these tab has some tools that are hidden under it. Okay, so in the course of this training, if I tell you that I should go to structure tab, all you need to do is to click on this, and once you come here, it will open other tools that are hidden under structure. Okay, good. So let's click. If you want to go out of any command at any point in time, all you need to do is you click on this modify. You can as well tap on escape on your keyboard. Okay, any keyboard have escape, so you can as well tap on it and you'll be out of that particular command. All right, now after the tab, after this line, you see another one that is wider. This is what we call ribbon. Okay, you see from here to here are what we call ribbon. Good. So on this ribbon you see many tools. So in the course of this training, we'll be touching them one after the other. As a good Revit user, you should be familiar with all these tools, especially some of them. You may not know all of them one day, but gradually you will get familiar with some of them. Now let me show you one of the issues that most new users face. If you look at the last part of the tabs, you will see this particular icon. If you click on it, you will see that it will change the way your ribbon look like. You see that nothing is showing on the ribbon again. It has hidden all the tools that are on the ribbon. Okay, if it happens like this, what you do is simply click on it again. It should bring it back. If it does not bring it back, click it again. Okay, we call it toggle because if you click, something happens. You click again, it brings it back. Anything that happens like that is called toggle. You can either bring it back or you close it. Okay, and if there is a drop down that is beside it. If you click on the drop down now, you see that there are many styles that you can choose. For example, if I choose this minimize to panel button, okay, if I choose that one, you see this one contains just few tools. Okay, it's not as comprehensive as the previous one. For me, I prefer the previous one. So if you want to choose the previous one, you either click on this button or you click on the drop down and select this first part. Okay, let's click on this again. And good, our tools are back. Towards the last part of the tabs, you see modify. There are so many useful tools under modify. Okay, as far as Revit is concerned, you must deal with this modify even as a beginner. Okay, so let's leave that now. So there is another important tool set that I want to show you, which is called option bar. You see this position is empty. What this place does is that for any tool that is active, you see something will be showing here. If, for example, I go to structure, under structure, I pick wall, then as I'm trying to draw now, you see that suddenly some tools appear here. But if I'm not on any command, you see those tools are gone. If I pick a wall again, you will see some tools that appear here. And the tools that appear here, you see depth, you see unconnected, you see figure here. So this particular figure and the things we are seeing here are peculiar to the wall I've just picked. Okay, so let's draw that wall. And these four things you are seeing here are called elevation marker. So if you are starting your drawing, don't draw your drawing outside of the elevation marker. Okay, any drawing you are producing should be within the elevation marker, because these are what shows you your elevation. Okay, let's just And you see another tools here that show you straight line. This one is if you want to draw a straight wall, okay? And if you want to draw a rectangle, you pick this particular one. This one will allow you to draw a rectangle or a square. Good. Okay, so now that you draw it and you want to go out, you simply click on this. It will take you out of the command. Now you see node 2 is available here again. So this is called option bar. Let me give you another example. If I pick column now, you see the same tool set appears, but this time around is specifically for column. So what you actually see here depends on the tools you are working on. Okay, so that is why we call it option bar. It refers to some options that are related to the command you are on at that point in time. Okay, so this is where we stop for today's lesson. I hope you have learned something. If you want to gain access to our complete Revit Structure and Robot Structural Analysis Professional, I'm going to show a video at the top here. Simply tap on that video and watch the video. You will get a clearer understanding of Revit Structure and Robot Structural Analysis. If you gain something from this video, don't forget to share this video and subscribe to this channel. On this channel, we show you how to use Revit Structure and Robot Structural Analysis Professional. So if that is what you want, why not subscribe to this channel? See you in the next video. Bye.